Shout out to my new subscribers, my old school subscribers, and my TikTok family. Wasn't for you guys, none of this would be possible. Shout out to my replay gang, my overseas gang, and my unsubscribed gang. If you're unsubscribed, you should go ahead and subscribe. You know you want to do it. Go ahead. Do it. Do it. Listen, man, the modern woman messed up and believes the concept that social media is real life, and that's what messed them up. Okay? So let's talk about it. There are lone wolf females out here, and we have to acknowledge them because these women we know are lone wolves because they're coming out of the woodwork right now. They're coming out the woods and they're checking these females. So shout out to the lone wolves, popular loners, another name they call themselves. I've come up with a name for the Sigma lady, the Sigma ladies. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Yeah. 111 on the timer as I say this. You know, I've come up with a name for y'all, all right? You need to be acknowledged. At this point, you've done enough work for us to go ahead and acknowledge you. Also, I'm seeing channels talking about you guys, and they don't know shit about shit. So if they don't know what a Sigma lady is, I'm definitely going to get in the forefront of this. Take credit for, you know, really bringing Sigma terminology into everyday lives. That being said, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it for a second. Look, to the Sigma ladies out there, okay? Here you go. Here's your moniker. Chosen Sigma. Absolutely. Listen, we're going to talk about the main title in a moment, but I'm going to go ahead and trademark and stamp this. You know, Chosen Sigma is the name of a lone wolf. Lady, female, woman, okay? And the reason why they're a chosen Sigma, because they're obviously a Sigma, they're a Sigma empath, but these are the women that know that they are to be chosen, okay? They have to be picked, you know? So their haters might call them pick-mishas, but these are the traditional women doing what's needed, standing out, you know, showing the traditional values that made life great once upon a time ago before social media apparently took over as our reality, which it's not. Keep up with me, you guys. Listen, I'm going to make it all make sense, okay? I know you're listening right now like, hey, saying a whole bunch of babble. Listen, I'm going to bring it all home and make it all make sense for you. Trust and believe me. Hit that like button. Go on ahead, hit that like button. Share the live, join the tribe, and subscribe. Let's get it, let's go. Now, chosen Sigmas are the kind of women that we all want. And chosen Sigmas, they naturally show the characteristics and the traits that a man needs to complete his life. A chosen Sigma moves in silence. A chosen Sigma slides her ass in the panels, you know, and she comes in like, hey, what's going on, girl? And then as soon as a covert female narcissist starts running her mouth as if she represents all women, that's when the chosen Sigma strikes and destroys her politely and ladylike. Oh, it's a thing of beauty. I'm telling you, these chosen Sigma females, you know, ooh, is that the Rico guy? Ooh, no, that's not Rico. You know, but a chosen Sigma, you know, she will destroy. And here's the thing, what I noticed about these chosen Sigma women. These chosen Sigma women, man, so ladylike. They destroy these females and they get all the respect of all of the females, the women, and the ladies when they speak. The respect that we can't get. Now, mind you, these chosen Sigma ladies are saying basically the same stuff that we're saying. However, you know, they are a woman and they hold themselves a certain kind of way and they speak, you know what I'm saying, only when spoken to. They don't speak over anyone. They don't yell at anyone. But when they say things, everything makes sense. So the ladies listen to them. The females listen to them. The women listen to them. So shout out to the chosen Sigmas. And with that being said, hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? So yes, there can be Sigma women. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's going on, Reggie? What's going on? Yes, facts, bro. Chosen Sigma ladies possess stoic. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And their stoicism, Reggie, you already know, homie. You know, that's the OG Sigma wolf right there. Came up with that term is on himself, on his own. I mean, I say on his own. Look, y'all, bear with me. There's a car coming, and I gotta get this panoramic. See, a lady's stoicism. What's going on, buddy?
For all your listeners, I'm gonna get gay and go blow some leaves.
Okay. All right, my man. You know what I'm saying? Stoic female, stoic characteristics of them normally is like they know to not speak until they're spoken to. A stoic, we're gonna talk more about this. I don't want to say too much. It's a great title for a video. A stoic woman knows all these things because all women study men. Know that. All women study men because the only way that they can verbally destroy you is by studying you, okay? You have to study your prey in order to verbally destroy them. So understand that's what a lot of women do. Now, some women use this power for evil. See, guys study other guys to, like, you know what I'm saying, figure out, can I take him down? Do I, you know what I'm saying, we get into a fight. Is he someone that I'm gonna have to exert 100%, you know, 80%? You know what I'm saying? Does he like and fight longer than the average person, which is like, what, 15, 20 seconds? You know, stuff like that. But like women, you know what I'm saying, they study you to see what your vulnerabilities are, to see what you like. Is it manipulation? Well, not if it's being used for the right reasons, to get to know the man that you like and the man that you want. And these stoic traits on a Sigma, a chosen Sigma female, and remember, it's got to be a chosen Sigma. We choose them. Okay, we choose them. Reggie, you already know. I thought about this long and hard. You know, I wrote it down and everything. We choose them, okay? And they know this. When they're talking, they speak about this. Yes, women choose who they lay in bed with, but men choose the ladies in the relationships, right? They know that they can't, you know what I'm saying, call themselves something knowing that the men got to choose. So I love the way that they speak. They're definitely on board. They always speak the same kind of way. God, man, wife or woman, children, dogs, whatever, you know what I'm saying, is next. But, you know, they speak in a way that lets you know they have a lot of wisdom and that they pay a lot of attention to the kind of guys that they like. Like they don't carry themselves in a way like from, even if they kind of could be this way, not from this sense of as authoritative dictator, I know it all, you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna listen to what no man say. No, like, they kind of like speak like, listen, I'm listening to what these men are saying, and this is what they're saying. According to this, bring a logic, they'll bring stats. These are the kind of women that'll bring stats to the table while maintaining their composure. They're always standing up straight, necks always straight, looking straight ahead, just real classy, regal, you know, stoic traits, but on a woman, but they're very feminine. They're very feminine. It's not, there's never no question of, is this a modern woman, alpha, boss bae? You know what I'm saying? You know, it ain't never no question of that. You know it's not. You know you're looking at a lady and you have to carry yourself as such. You know what I'm saying? That you're in the presence of a lady. So you got to straighten up, fly right, speak a certain kind of way, be a gentleman, or you're going to get next. See, this kind of stuff is respected. And again, she's not going to say nothing crazy. She's not going to be talking this way. It's going to be her aura about her. You know what I'm saying? You know how like when you're around older ladies or ladies in general, like you just kind of like, oh, man, my lips do it. You know what I'm saying? You kind of like want to straighten up a little bit. Like that's what they'll generally make you feel like. You know what I'm saying? As the opposed to the opposite, where the modern woman, AKA the female covert narcissist, she sees you and sees competition. You see where I brought it all home? She sees you and she sees competition, and she's like, he cannot look better than me. He can see a chosen Sigma will see how you are. See, all women study men. You know what I'm saying? And they normally have the intuition, you know what I'm saying, of being able to kind of see you and then knowing what you would look best in, kind of imagining it in their head. That's why women have, you know, great imaginations if they're using it in the right kind of way. and they can add to you by like putting outfits together for you, adding to you with new stuff. With hey, you know, what's going on, Andy? You know what I'm saying? Put little outfits together for you, or make suggestions that could add to, you know what I'm saying, your whole overall look and aesthetic or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So these Sigma women, they pay attention to things like this. You know, they can add to your piece. They'll watch like what you're looking for, like, oh, they want a piece? I'm gonna make them a sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Where you're just able to just pay attention to these kind of things. You know, do what you need to do. They understand that, well, if I want to keep a man, I probably shouldn't cheat. They seem like they have a problem with cheating. The only reason why you see a lot of women arguing about why body count doesn't matter, because these are cheaters, and they need to keep that cheating ideology open, where things don't matter, don't worry about my past. That's absurd. That is absurd. There's no woman out there that wouldn't want to know if a guy served some time. And they would also want to know if he served some time, if he was, you know what I'm saying, doing what they do in prison, which, you know, whatever they do in there, man. Like, she'd want to know that. I would think that she'd want to know that. I know if a woman I met, she was in, you know what I'm saying, I want to know if she was in, and I want to know if she was clapping some cheeks while she was in there, because I want to know if, you know what I'm saying, she likes women and men. This kind of stuff is valuable, because if a woman is bisexual, then you have to compete with men and women, and I refuse to do that. Absolutely not. I'm not doing that. I'm not competing with no woman. That's not my place. You know what I'm saying? My place is right there. You see that sunlight right above my head? That's my place. My place as a man. I'm not here to be competing with women for women. Absolutely not. And that's something else about a chosen woman. She is not, you know, I'm not saying a chosen woman can't be bisexual. I'm saying that she's going to tell you what she is. Straight up. You're going to know what she is, and she's going to lead with her feminine, you know what I'm saying, qualities, you know, her femininity. She's going to be basking in it. So when you meet her, she's just going to, you know, really just, she's going to keep the conversations kind of neutral, and she's going to kind of feel you out, and she's going to be kind of trying to seduce you. I'm not going to lie to you. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be a little bit of that, but it's going to be slight flirting. It's not going to be, you know, just straight up, straight out how the covert narcissist moves, and sending you nudes and, you know, things that could be on OF when you didn't even ask for it. You just asked for a picture, you know, so you can save it as her profile pic. And then she sends you all this extra stuff that you didn't even request. That means that she's used to sending 3 or 4 automatically on demand. What's up, Reggie? Right, bro. There we go. What's going on, buddy? You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Too much, man. You know, also, these chosen ladies, again, they don't come out very much, you know, but they stand out because, like Reggie's making the point of being breadcrumbed, you know what I'm saying, not being able to hold a conversation, you know what I mean? They can hold a conversation, and it's not like heavy conversation, like where they're talking about politics and, you know, huge life-changing. It's just like, you know, oh, I like to do this on the weekends, and I'm getting into hiking, and, you know, I'm natural, but I'm not natural in the sense of I don't shave my private area, my arms and stuff. I do that. I just, you know, believe in natural soaps and stuff like that. And, you know, just the kind of woman that just, you know, like when you're talking to a woman and it just makes you feel good talking to her, you know, that kind of woman. Whereas, you know, you're talking to one of these covert narcissistic types, you don't really know where you really want to go with it. It's kind of like, she looks kind of dangerous. However, you know what I'm saying, she's kind of hot, and then you don't know what to do with her. Whereas like with the chosen Sigma, she just kind of gives you all that relaxed, you know, comfortable, trying to get to know you, and but doing it in kind of like a super innocent type of way, as opposed to how the covert narcissist does things through manipulation, wordplay. And let's talk about the covert narcissist for a whole second, competing and always having something to say. If you're around a woman and she always has something to say, this is something else that I keep talking about, how move in silence means two different things for men and women. The chosen Sigma, her move in silence is she doesn't speak unless she needs to be speaking, or she's spoken to. Um, a covert female narcissist will speak and run her mouth and tell her opinion when no one asked for it, when no one called for her. She'll pop up out of nowhere and feel like she has to speak for all women and all females and everything. See, these kind of women that are showing you this kind of trait right at the beginning, they are headaches. I don't even know why you would even bother. If you think that looking at her or whatever, her face or her body makes her worth the drama, it's not. And then you need to also think about what made her so dramatic. What happened in her life that made her despise men or feel like she needs to go against everything that every man says that's not even directly involved with her. Like, you got to think about that kind of stuff. But a lot of women know most dudes don't think with their bigger head, and that's their downfall. You know what I'm saying? And the covert narcissist, if you notice her, she's competing with you just about all the time. And you don't have that problem out of like a Sigma, a chosen Sigma, you know what I mean? Or a regular woman. Like, these women, they actually look up to you and admire what you do, and you motivate them. But with these covert, let me get some good lighting here. These covert female narcissists, it's like everything you do annoys them, and you'll let it go because we're guys and we don't. But like, if you have a woman friend or something like that, she'll notice it. But like, I'm tapped in, so I can notice it now. You know what I'm saying? I got the superpower. But they'll like shade you. They'll like say some little shady, little slick shit that ain't needed to be said. Like, they'll do it every single time, right? And a lot of guys just let it go because we're used to women. We got to stop doing that. See, that's pedestalizing them. When you let someone say some slick stuff to you that you wouldn't let, your family members, any of your dude friends, any of your coworker colleagues, any of that business say to you because, she looks a certain kind of way, you're simping, man. I'm just going to be real with you. And I'm trying not to use certain words so I don't trigger the algorithm in the wrong kind of way. But that's what that is. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't make any sense to me, man. Get over here for a second. You got to be strong in what you say, man. You got to mean what you say. You got to stand on it. Okay? And a lot of times, like I said, these covert female narcissists, while they're studying us, they're looking for stuff to counter argue with us. So they'll just say little slights here and there. And I catch the slights. And then I'm around women that don't slight me. So it's like, well, wow, okay, so should I be around a woman that thinks it's okay to slight dudes? And, as a guy that's thorough with this, I know that's based off of some kind of trauma and drama and projection. Why should I deal with that when I could be around a woman? See, there's telling jokes in a funny way, and there's being malicious with stuff and then trying to make it into a joke afterwards. Like, oh, I'm just joking. Oh, oh. No. See, when women they don't want me to say this. When women are telling jokes, right? They'll tell you a joke in a sense, like a funny something about themselves, or it'll be funny in some type of way. When a woman is saying something that shouldn't be said, that she's overthought, that she's projecting onto you, and then be like, oh, I'm just messing with you. Don't be so sensitive. No. That's gaslighting. That's gaslighting. And see, that's what they'll try to play things off as, like, oh, you're so sensitive, and whatever I am is none of your business. And on top of that, the kind of way that you're joking is not the kind of way that you would joke with anybody that you respect. You wouldn't be able to do it with a family member. You wouldn't be able to do it with a coworker, colleague, or a friend that you respect, but you're over talking to me any kind of way. So I need to end this conversation. You can call me whatever, sensitive, whatever, sassy, zesty, messy, crest. I don't even know what they're saying nowadays. Whatever they do to gaslight you, the fact of the matter is they could just walk off somewhere or in the conversation, but yet they need to get the last word in. So who's really petty? Who's really messy? It's all projection. When you really think about it, a lot of covert narcissistic women project on the men because the way that they move, they chase men. Then they'll say, oh, men are chasing us. They'll put themselves around a man and then start causing problems and then say that men are doing that to them. So a lot of stuff is just projection. So when a woman says anything to me like, oh, here's Esty, I'm probably like, yeah, you're probably the kind of chick that goes and have girl trips and do things with your girls that you got to take to the grave. So I think's not. You will not do that to me, you know, automatically. You know, I think that way because whenever I'm joking with a regular woman and a lady, the jokes are lighthearted. And a lot of times when I'm talking to a lady or a chosen Sigma, if I'm being a little bit too serious, she knows how to lighten the conversation up without taking things too serious, man, and making it worse. There's no need to make it any worse, right? So listen, I'm not going to hold y'all. I just wanted to get on here and drop a little bit of conversation about chosen Sigmas because I need to go ahead and give the ladies their own little moniker and title so they can go ahead and start making content off of it. And see, the whole play on words is a chosen Sigma. She's chosen by men. She's chosen to be a representation of a form of a Sigma that's a lady. She's a lone wolf because she's a pick-me. She's doing the traditional things that women do, and she's going against the crowd. See, it's their version of being a lone wolf, but it's from a woman's perspective with women matters. It's not like doing it the way that men do. We're going against society and, you know what I'm saying, you know, taking down whole systems and things of that nature. No, she's doing it like with the system structures of what they got going on for women. So she's doing what she got to do from a woman's perspective, making her a chosen Sigma, but she's not literally mimicking what men do as a Sigma wolf or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So it's a difference, but we're all Sigmas and we're all on the same team, and we appreciate that. They know their role. You know what I'm saying? Reggie, I put some thought into this, man. I can't, you know, I can't just be letting women have certain titles without feeling like they qualify for them. But with this chosen Sigma, so now they can be a Sigma wolf, a chosen Sigma, you know what I'm saying? But it's a different kind of way that they do it. You know, like they're the kind of women that will wash their butt and make sure they're, you know what I'm saying, having their hair conditioned, taken care of, not wearing bonnets out every day, right? They do this every day, not because, you know, someone's telling them to do it, because it's the right thing to do, because they're a lady and they know they're a lady. They know they're fine as wine, and they carry themselves that way every single day, regardless of who's telling them that. See, these are kind of chosen Sigmas that we look for, that we notice, that we see, okay? Now, I'm not going to hold y'all too much longer. I know y'all got things to do, but do me a huge favor and smash that like button, share the live, join the tribe, and subscribe. Peace, love, and light. And remember, I'm your brother, and I love you. What was that? Exactly, the organic women. You got it, Reggie.